Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Amy and today I am going to be reacting to Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Just quickly, before I do get into the video, I do just want to say I personally love music. It's my biggest passion. So I will be talking about how I feel about the music, the way that I interpret it. I like to go into sort of a deep dive about the music that I listen to. If that's not your kind of thing, that's okay. Please click off the video now. But without further ado, let's just begin with Shine On You, Crazy Diamond, parts 1 to 5. I love the crescendo that it's building up into. I feel like I'm out of space. The background chimes that are there, and this instrument too. I've just noticed there's strings there, it sounds like. Oh wow. The guitar and then the organ there. This is beautiful. I love whatever synth this is in the background in my right ear. Wow. that bass. Cymbals on the drum just sound so good too. Oh. Like that guitar. Got a piano here too. I don't know what instrument that is. Nasty. Wow.
Remember when you were young? You shone like the sun. Shine on.
Wow. Oh my god, I got goosebumps.
Now there's a look in your eyes, like black holes in the sky. Shine on, you crazy.
The vocals, the harmonies and the overlays, they are so good.
You were caught in the crossfire of childhood nostalgia, blown on the steel breeze. Come on, you target for faraway laughter. Come on, you stranger, you legend, you martyr, and shine.
This is trumpet or sax? That's such a beautiful guitar line. Okay. Okay, I was not expecting that switch up. Wow. That guitar part too. Wow. Feels like there's something there. Does this transition? Yeah, it does. I don't know why, it sounds like a washing machine to me. I know it's definitely not. I mean, it does say machine, so I guess it could be... Oh, wow. Oh, it's pulsing from ear to ear.
Welcome, my son.
Wow.
Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's alright, we know where you've been.
Oh my. That was so eerie, that chord.
You've been in the pipeline, filling your time. Provided with toys and scouting for boys. You bought a guitar,
Bass there.
punished your mom. You didn't like school, and you know nobody's fool. So welcome
Wow. Okay.
to the machine.
getting higher. Wow. Okay. I've got goosebumps. Wow. Oh my. Wow.
Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's alright, we told you what to dream. You dreamed of a big star. He played a mean guitar. Always ate and stayed bar. Loved to drive in his Jaguar. So welcome to the machine.
It's so intense, that chord. Wow. Okay. That synth is just crazy. Oh. Wow. So much life to this album. Okay, let's go back and talk about the first two songs because they followed through from each other, but Have a Cigar seems like a little bit of a break. For me, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, that was just insane. There was so much complexity and so many unspoken things that were being said when it was just purely the instruments that were playing. I mean, the amount of experimentation that these that you know, Pink Floyd do is crazy, again, especially for their time. I mean, imagine trying to come up with like these synth sounds and the sample and things that they had to do. It was like 10 times more complicated than it is now. And for that to have been a 13-minute song, it just did not feel like it at all. Like, this song just felt like it breezed by. I mean, it does say parts 1 to 5, so it's potentially 5 songs in one. But still, I found this song, for me, sort of resonated in a very different way to some of the Pink Floyd songs, in the sense of their first album was sort of talking about life, and I find that this song could sort of apply to sort of anyone. I find that when you listen to their songs, they feel very much applicable to you, but this I feel like could be applicable to anybody. And it just makes me think of like Hollywood, or even just like how your life changes so much from being a kid to being an adult. I just think you shone like the sun, remember when you were young, shine on you crazy diamond of a childhood and stardom. Like, I feel like there's this freedom in this whimsical, naive, but not in a bad way, kind of youth that's sparked about this song. And it makes me think of like how you grow up, or how when these celebrities kind of become famous at a young age, how all of these things that seem so beautiful are really, they're really not. The rose-coloured glasses that you had on are now been taken off, and you suddenly realise that the world isn't necessarily what you thought it was. This could be, like I say, from, you know, childhood celebrities when they kind of, you know, teared away from their whole childhood, or it could just be like when you yourself grow up as an adult. It feels like you're suddenly just sort of, you grow up, you get put into the system of life, and you've just got to figure that stuff out on your own. Shine on You, Crazy Diamond was written about Syd Barrett. His nickname, Syd, is directly referenced in the title's initials. One of the original band members, Barrett departed the band after the release of their first record, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, due to his fragile mental state, made worse by his casual usage of LSD, and replaced by David Gilmour. Barrett always remained a source of inspiration. In fact, after many years of no contact with any of the band members, Barrett randomly walked into the studio with a shaved head during the recording sessions of this song. Roger Waters, his childhood friend, didn't even recognise him at first. After about 45 minutes, he broke down in tears and distress when he realised the stranger was his old friend. Wow, that's kind of really sad. Just not really knowing who someone that you're looking at is, and it just ends up being an old friend. Which I guess, yeah, that's sort of what I was saying with the whole thing of fame can really affect people. The ethereal opening of this song features a unique sound created by running fingers around the rims of wine glasses filled with varying amounts of liquid. Wow. This technique, known as glass harp, produces haunting tones that set the mood for the song. The band had experimented with this sound years earlier and found its perfect place in the tribute to Syd Barrett. The haunting 4-note guitar motif that opens Shine on You was born during a rehearsal in a modest London studio. David Gilmour was experimenting with his guitar when he stumbled upon the sequence. As he played it repeatedly, the rest of the band took notice, sensing its potential. This simple yet powerful riff became the foundation for the entire composition, evolving into the epic tribute to Syd Barrett that fans cherish today. I remember I had a lot of people comment on my last video, and they were saying that if you hear any just out of this world sensationally crazy guitar work, that it's David Gilmour. So yeah, I also just want to say a massive thank you for all of the support on that video. It's become my most popular video, so I do just want to say a massive thank you for that. That is just, it means the absolute world to me. And now we're going to do a deep dive into Welcome to the Machine. Literally listening to the lyrics of Welcome to the Machine made me personally think of, again, growing up and just been put into life. I find the way that machine is worded here is it's like a metaphor for the 9-to-5 industrial revolution work life, if that makes sense. But I feel like the way that this song portrays just work culture to be is very negative, and it sort of feels like you're just part of a machine, like you're just another cog in its parts, and if you mess something up or do something wrong, you can just easily be taken out and replaced. And I also interpreted this as like someone mind washing you. It's like you've been having all of these dreams and like you're focusing on this one thing, but these dreams are not actually yours. We've been putting them into you the whole time, but you think that you came up with these. And that's just what this made me think of, especially this part here. Welcome to the machine, what did you dream? It's all right, we told you what to dream. It's just like we're giving you these things that you think you need and you think that you want, all of these material things, and you know, we're pretending that these are the most important things in the planet for you to need, when in actuality, inside of you and your own heart and your own soul are the things that are actually the most important things, which is really what I got from these last lines here. When recording Welcome to the Machine, David Gilmour struggled to hit a particular high note. To solve this, the band slowed down the tape, allowing him to sing the part at a lower pitch. Wow, that's really cool. Afterward, they sped the tape back up to its original speed, achieving the desired note. That's crazy. Imagine how complicated that would have been, especially like all these years ago. Like in 1975, that would have been so hard to do. This song's opening features a distinctive throbbing sound created using an EMS VCS-3 synthesizer. Originally, Roger Waters intended to produce this effect on his bass guitar, but opted for the synthesizer to achieve desired mechanical feel. Honestly, I was thinking that. Something that baffles me about this song is there feels like there's drums in it, but it's actually just a synthesizer. The lyrics of this song critique the music industry's dehumanizing nature, portraying it as a soulless machine that consumes artists. This theme is further explored in the following track, Have a Cigar, which satirizes record executives' greed and superficiality. Yeah, I mean, back then it was sort of written, it seems to be about the music industry, but whereas now I feel like you could just make the song applicable to sort of any industry job. I mean, I guess any job. Next up, guys, we have got Have a Cigar. Ooh. Okay. Ooh! What a synth! God damn! Wow.
Come in here, dear boy, have a cigar. You're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high. You're never gonna die. You're gonna make it if you try. They're gonna love you. Well, I've always had a deep respect, and I mean that most sincere. The band is just fantastic, that is really what I think. Oh, by the way, which one's pink? And did we tell you the name of the game, boy? We call it riding the gravy train.
Ooh. That was so good.
We're just no towns. We're hard about the sound. You're gonna get all the much you want to the people. We're so happy we can hardly count. Everybody else is just greed.
such a good vocal part. Oh, those hi-hats. I love those synths too. Oh. Oh, that's so funky. Whoa. Like they just pulled all the EQ out of that. Wow. Okay, this kind of follows on.
And discipline remains massively.
Yes, and neither would you, Derek, this star nonsense. No, it isn't.
Sure.
Wow. That feels so weird that it's just in one ear.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get
Wow.
you to train your heroes for ghosts? Hot
piano.
ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage?
That build up.
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you were here.
I love that instrument there. It sounds a bit like a synthetic brass instrument potentially. Oh, love the ad-lib part. I feel like I'm flying away. Wow. Wow. Love that bass. Oh. Oh wow. Love the bass and drum work here. I mean, of course, obviously the guitars too. Love the instruments in this. Oh wow. Wow, this is insane. This has such a rock and roll feel to it. Oh, that bass. Wow. Wow. Jeez. That's so high. It doesn't even sound like a guitar at that point.
Nobody knows where you are, how near or how far. Shine on,
That's beautiful how the instruments just follow that. Oh.
pile on many more layers, and I'll be joining you there. Shine on, you crazy darling, and we'll bask in the shadow of yesterday's triumph. Sail on the steel breeze. Come on, you boy child, the winner and loser. Come on, you might.
Sounds like there's a woman's voice there.
Delusion and shine.
The synths in this are just gorgeous. So is the guitar. That's got such good reverb on it. Wow. Oof. That's quite funky, that. Oh. Okay. This is so good. Wow. It's fading out here. Is it fading out? Yeah. Wow. Oh, the bass. That instrument is beautiful. Wow. I just noticed that piano. That's a beautiful melody, that. Oh. That's just gorgeous. That synth mixed with everything there. Wow. What an absolute experience that was. With Pink Floyd, I'm not just listening to an album, I'm going through a whole experience, a whole story here. The amount of storytelling that they convey while not always having lyrics or words is just next level to me. If we go to Have a Cigar, this sort of follows off from Welcome to the Machine, and again, the lyrics are sort of talking about how they feel as though that they're just quite used sort of in the music industry, but I feel as though like nowadays you could easily apply this to sort of any job, and how you just feel like you're being used and no one really cares for you. You're just sort of another number in a system. And I feel like the irony of Have a Cigar is sort of just like, it's like the corporation telling you like, whoa, just chill out, when really they're the ones that are causing you to have a cigar. The introduction, you're gonna go far, you're gonna fly high, is like these people trying to sort of big you up and make you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread, and then slowly as the course of the song just kind of goes on, it's like, this isn't how it's actually going to be. We're going to make you feel like this, and then we're going to slowly, one by one, sort of pick you away. Despite Roy Harper's solid performance on this song, Roger Waters wasn't entirely pleased with the outcome. He felt Harper's delivery was too cynical and wished the vocals had been more vulnerable. Waters even admitted he regretted not singing it himself, believing he could have brought a different emotional depth to the track. So, it turns out that on this song, because Roger Waters and David Gilmour didn't like their own vocals on this track, they decided to take on Roy Harper, who's a folk singer who happened to be recording in the same studio. When he stepped in, he nailed the vocals, giving the song its distinctive edge, and funnily enough, many fans didn't realise he wasn't a band member singing it until much later. This song was written by the bassist and singer Roger Waters. Have a Cigar is the band's I know what that word is. Assault on greasy music industry, A&R types, people who love money and want to turn great songs into monsters. This is the only track in the album with a guest lead singer. Wish You Were Here. I am not gonna lie, I got so into the instrumental on this, I wasn't even paying much attention to the lyrics at all. I was just so fully immersed in the instrumentation of this, in the guitars, and my brain, I was like, I feel like I've heard this before, and I just couldn't figure it out. And then I realised when I was in school doing my GCSEs, my guitar teacher gave me the tabs of this song, and I sort of learnt a part of the riff that's in this absolute iconic riff. I mean, I love how they mix two riffs together in part of the instrumental. I just think that sounds amazing. I feel like this song, just the title itself, Wish You Were Here, is talking about someone who either is passed away or someone that you can't have, and, you know, you just wish that they were next to you. I feel like you're going through all of these hard times in your life, and this person is the only person who can really read you and see you for who you are, and you just wish that they were there with you to be able to experience these things. The song's iconic opening was crafted to mimic the experience of someone tuning through a radio. Yeah, that's what I thought when I listened to it. David Gilmour recorded the intro on a 12-string guitar and processed it to sound like it was playing through an AM. No way.
And discipline it remains massively.
This is on a 12-string guitar.
Derek, this star nonsense.
This effect was achieved by actually recording from Gilmour's car radio, capturing the authentic feel of someone stumbling upon the song while scanning stations. That is crazy. David Gilmour has described the song as a very simple country song. Despite its simplicity, the song carries a profound emotional weight, which is why it remains one of Pink Floyd's most beloved tracks. Yeah, this song, just the guitar work and everything in it is just... it's amazing. I mean, this has literally 1 billion streams. The line, "We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year," is often seen as a commentary on the repetitive and isolating nature of life in the music industry. It reflects the band's feelings of being trapped in a cycle, constantly performing and producing without a clear sense of purpose. Yeah, I'm currently watching, it's not a real TV show. It's based off a book, but the book is sort of based off of like bands such as Fleetwood Mac, and it's called Daisy Jones and the Six. And I feel this song very much sort of represents that whole TV show in the sense of sort of how the music industry can really wear and tear you down. Not necessarily because of the people in it, because I find that the TV show actually has people who, you know, supposedly cares about the band in the sense of they're good people. But it's sort of, to me, is representative of how the music industry can be, and the constant touring, and you've got to write an album within a certain amount of time, and there's a lot of pressure in the music industry that I think not a lot of people see. And I think this has changed a lot, especially within the last few years of streaming and people been able to make music in their own time, but in the time of when this was recorded, especially when there's a lot of labels and stuff, and you know, you're signed to a particular label, there's a lot of pressure to just work, and never stop, but still somehow having to have all of these ideas, even though you're working, when in real life these ideas come from, you know, you live in your ordinary day-to-day life. While many interpret this song as a tribute to former band member Syd Barrett, Roger Waters has mentioned that the lyrics also reflect his own feelings of alienation and disconnection. The song delves into themes of absence and the struggle to remain present in one's own life, making it resonate on multiple levels. Yeah, it is that thing, isn't it, of like wishing that someone was here, and the sort of disconnect that you have with yourself because you're just not really sometimes sure of who you are. During the recording of this song, Pink Floyd invited renowned jazz violinist Stefano Grappelli to contribute to the track. They agreed and recorded a violin part, but in the final mix his contribution was almost inaudible. Despite this, the band honoured their agreement and paid him the full session fee. Damn. If you listen closely in the 5:21 mark, you can barely hear his violin in the background. Let's give it a listen. 5:21. I skipped it. Yeah. Wow. Well, at least they paid him for it, I guess. Okay, guys, we're going to do a deep dive now on the last song in the album. If you have made it thus far through the video and you're sort of interested in me doing deeper dives into music, I think that you'll be really interested in my Patreon. On my Patreon, there's a bunch of different stuff on there. Not only do you get these main channel videos a whole day early, but I've also got a lot of unseen stuff that you can only find on there that you can't get on here. I've got me reacting to live versions of songs. I have reactions to Tom York's own albums. I even have me ranking different albums that I've listened to. There's just a bunch of stuff on there that you cannot get on YouTube. So if you are interested in that, there's a link in the description. You can check that out. Shine On You, Crazy Diamond was originally meant to be a full continuous piece. However, due to its length, the band decided to split it into two parts, sort of bookending the start and the finish of the album. And it also framed the album's themes of absence and loss to Syd Barrett. There's not really much about this song because it is literally just a continuation from parts 1 to 5, so it's basically like the same song they classify it as. But I do actually think that it's a really beautiful way to end the album. It sort of has a start, a middle bit, and a finishing part, which I find a lot of Pink Floyd's albums actually do. Pink Floyd's previous album did too. I think Pink Floyd have such a beautiful way of having so much more to say than just the actual words in the album. Their instrumentation just tells so much of the story. I mean, the way that The Dark Side of the Moon opens is with a heartbeat and it ends sort of the same way. And this album is sort of a deep dive on life and growing up and getting older and how life is, whereas this album sort of seems to be more about their own particular specific circumstances. This album, you can really apply it to your own life, to anyone's life, whereas this album feels a lot more personal and a lot more of a deep dive into who Pink Floyd actually are as people. I mean, the album cover alone is absolutely iconic. I don't really feel like I need my editing self to speak on this album. I feel like all of my thoughts have been contained within this beautiful, crazy listen. My favourite song, it has to be Wish You Were Here. That riff is just so iconic and it makes me think of beautiful times being in school, which I usually don't get when I think of school, that I just think that my own personal nostalgia to this song makes it my favourite. If you guys have anything else that you would like to add to this album that I haven't really picked out on, as always, you're very welcome to leave a comment. Out of 10, what would I rate this? I would say I personally prefer The Dark Side of the Moon because it has more of a general meaning to life, but this album was incredible too. I think it's got to be like an 8 or 9 out of 10. Like, this was just sort of just leaves me speechless a bit, sort of having finished this. I feel like I've gone through an experience rather than just listened to an album. If you did enjoy this video, as always, a like and a subscribe would be really appreciated. There's actually a lot of you who are not subscribed to the channel, but you watch my videos. So if you are one of those people, please make sure to subscribe. It does help me massively. As always, if you're interested in my Patreon, there'll be a link in the description. But without further ado, that was Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.